Hello everyone and welcome to the seventh WeChatty Google season of Talks meeting. The first agenda for today as usual is week summaries and discussion with the teams. Shweta Soni, would you like to uh, present what you did in the past week and what will be you doing in the upcoming weeks?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you.
Yes.
By present, you mean like all the work we did till now, or for the last 2 weeks?
No, I meant for the last 2 weeks.
Okay, okay. So yeah, hi everyone. In last 2 weeks, that is week 10 and 11, I created tutorials for BusyBot and for RoomBot also, and I'm also working on a demo tutorial bot. And yeah, as I'm facing some of issues with server while running it, so most probably I'll be creating a PR for that today. And for the upcoming 2 weeks, I'll be working on some bots under advanced section. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are really good. I really love it. Thank you.
Souvik, would you like to add something to it?
Yeah, so in the last 2 weeks, I have worked on the tutorials of the friend bot and the media file bot, and I have added them under the examples. And I have also worked on the tutorial of WeChat Redux Dux proposal style bot, which was actually pending from week 8, and actually it had an issue which just got solved. So I have included that bot, and I have also fixed the code sandbox of the Ding Dong bot. I'll need a PR for it. And in the upcoming weeks, I will be adding few bots under the examples professional section. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to check, is there anything left that we could support, or if there's any PRs that we haven't signed off from both me and Rohitesh, or yours, or the issues pending on the committee. Hello?
Hello. I guess there's one PR that only Rohitesh hasn't viewed till now. That is for the room bot PR number 1131.
Can you write it down?
Okay, sure.
Thank you. So only this one left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on to the introduction and explanation team.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. In the last 2 weeks, we worked on the mental feedback. So one of the PRs was merged, and I think 3 are ready for merging. And then in the upcoming weeks, we shall continue working on the mental feedback and make sure they're also merged. And then we also work on the final blog post probably in the next 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will be looking forward to see your final project report. Moving on to the landing page team.
Hello.
Yes, you are
Hello.
audible.
Yeah, let me share my screen. One second.
Arnab, your screen isn't visible.
Yeah, one second, one second. Okay, so now it's visible.
Yes, it is visible now.
Okay, so in the past few weeks, we are working on the landing page, and I'm very glad to say that our work is almost over. And this is a finished landing page. It's a desktop version, and we also worked on the responsiveness of the landing page, and it's over. Let me just show it to you. Yeah, it's the tablet version, and it's the mobile version. So it's almost over. We are just figuring out to how to implement it in the existing repo, and then in the next week we will sending out all the pull requests.
Thank you. This is so cute.
I think the current landing page is missing contrast, and I see most of the landing pages have contrast in them. Like when you goes from news to the blog section, there should be some contrast. It shouldn't be a continuous scroll.
Okay, in this landing page or
I'm talking about this landing page. I feel
okay,
that
okay,
our landing page that we are constructing lacks contrast.
okay, okay. Okay,
So,
so
what do you think about contrast?
okay, like
Can you just brief on like what do you mean? Like, can you just give a short brief on it?
Uh, Look at the websites that I shared on the GitHub.
Yeah, I saw about the Shopify website, right?
Like, I want to mean that when you scroll down from news to blogs,
Yeah,
there are two different sections on the landing page. So
yeah,
they should have some contrast, specifying that there are two different sections.
sections.
And now, but the current landing page, when we scroll it, it seems like one continuous page.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you want just make sure whether like give a brief about the different sections, right? Like honors and award as a
Want
section.
that when we scroll the landing page, it should
Yeah,
be visible that we are in a new section. Like if we scroll from news to blogs, it should
yeah,
be
yeah.
visible that now we are in the news section. And contrast is one way to do that.
Yes, yes. Like, can you have any like ideas to make it like work? Have Do you have any?
I think using darker shades of green and lighter shades of green might work. I don't have
Oh,
much idea about it, but I feel that in general our landing page is lacking contrast.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, we'll just work on it in
okay,
the upcoming week. Okay, and also I just want to say that the introduction video of WeChatty is also ready. The first draft video of it's ready. So I would like everyone to just take a look on it and share your thoughts on it. I also sent a mail in the mailing list. So I hope everyone has shown it.
Yes, I
Can I say something? I remember the first time I saw it, there's a different session. You use the green as background, but do you remove it this time? And why did you remove it? I think that's what Rohit has means, right?
Oh, you mean in the
okay.
design? Yeah, Arnab talk.
Yeah, like in footer, this is a good shade of green, and this is a white. So you're talking about that now. Like in every other section, there should be different hues of green.
Yes, I remember the first time I saw that different session you use like green and then white as
Right.
background,
Okay,
so
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
it pops up. And I wasn't sure why did you remove it in the new session? Or is it you only remove it in the iPads one?
No,
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 no.
no. It's
Yeah, it's same.
about
It's same for
all
everything.
in all. Yeah. Because we just wanted it to be minimalistic, but okay, yeah, if contrast is the issue, then we will add that. Like for every alternative section, we will add a green like curved rectangle portion. That will be a like in design in the current design.
So it will look like all new sections, like for talks, things.
Can you repeat again why did you remove the green background?
Yeah, because like we thought of just minimalizing the design, like making it as minimal as possible. Yeah, we don't want to add much CSS as Juan said. So we thought of removing it because the page you see has around 2000 lines of CSS. CSS alone we have 2000 lines. So it's a lot. So that's why we have removed.
I wasn't sure. How does everyone feel? Do you like the contrast background or?
Yeah, we loved it. We
Let me
also
share
liked
my
it,
screen
but
to-
talk.
Let me share my screen so that I can convey what do I mean by contrast.
Yeah.
Is this side visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
As we can see here, it is one section, your AI pair programmer. But when you scroll down and another section comes, we can see contrast between this is black and this is white.
Right, yeah. Yes, I get it. Yeah.
So
You mean like this?
a visual effect that these section that first section your AI pair programmer and the second section more than autocomplete are two different sections. And I feel that this technique of using contrast is very common and we should use that in our landing page.
Okay, sure. Just
Like in the third section, they have again used
use black. Yeah,
use black.
black. Yes, I get it.
In white.
White.
And again black.
Black.
And
Okay.
example of contrast, as we can see this side, Mi Band Smart Band 5, section changes and hence the color of the background. There's a good contrast between white and blue in this landing page.
Yeah.
And again, we can see contrast, blue and black, and again, black and white.
Red.
Your landing page seems like a continuous web page. That's what I mean by
contrast. Yes. I get it now. So in the upcoming week, we also work on it. Okay.
Yeah. So I would like to suggest you to use opposite colors.
Okay.
And,
to match for different sections too, like. Yes. Yeah, I get it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on to the references section team.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so this week actually I completed the polyglots subsection in the references part, and in the upcoming weeks I'll be waiting for the PR approvals and then like do the suggested changes, and then we are also waiting for our first PR, that is 861 to be merged, so that we can start with the first section of the API references. And next, I think Saumi can tell what she has done this week.
I worked on the LARC and WhatsApp pages of public providers in references this week. And again, we are waiting for that first PR to get launched.
Sami, so for your some of your PRs, I added that you have a section called usage and you put a code snippet in that. But I feel that we could, instead of using the code snippet, we can just use the page that How to Guide has created. So maybe we could just import that page and remove the code snippet because it's more complete in their document. So after the PRs are after a PR emerged, so we could use the documents in the usage session. Okay,
Yeah, we can do that.
thank you.
Moving on to the how to guides team.
Oh, hello. Yeah. So moving about how to guide section. So in the last week, we worked on deployment with WeChatty official account. So that up to that we have in our timeline. So in addition to our timeline, we also added an extra section that is deployment in WeChat for you and Pad local. And up till now, we have our timeline completed. And now we are working on publishing our mid and end term blog. We will be continuing our both mid and end term blog, and that will soon be published by this week. That was for all how to guide section.
Thank you. You guys are really great. I have nothing to add. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to the gRPC team.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so this week, on the last week, I got some feedback on the PRs, so I did the changes accordingly. And in this week also, like some PRs didn't get any feedback, so I guess maybe I will be getting some feedback on that and doing the changes accordingly. Side by side, I'm writing like the points for my end term report, so that at last it will be easy to like summarize the things. Yeah.
I have seen your PR related to adding the Swagger UI. I think that only Juan will be able to review it.
Oh yeah. You have requested the changes, yeah, for the maintainer.
Thanks for adding that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Moving on to the questions and comment section. This one comment is for me. I haven't reviewed this PR. Okay, Shwetal, I will review this soon. And there's another comment for me to review 2 PRs, and I will review them as well.
Thank you.
Would anyone like to ask something else?
Or if
I-
there's any PR left we haven't reviewed, you can please put it on. Thank you.
Hi, Rohitesh.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, so we are just facing some issue in alignment. So can just say that issue. So if anyone knows, can they help us? Like, it's really a complex thing. So can I share it? Or like, what's happening?
Yes, you can also write it down.
Oh, right. No, I just want to share my screen. Like, I want just everyone to visually see what's just going on. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, it's regarding Docusaurus. Right, let me share my screen.
Okay, you can share your screen.
Okay. So is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So this is the React app, which we told earlier, this thing. And also we'll just add our contrast. It's not a problem. We'll just work on it in upcoming week. So this is running in our local host, and it's actually a React app. So Docusaurus supports the React. So what we made is that we made a container. It's a sandbox container, and we just try to implement this React app into Docusaurus. So when it get implemented, like we just, yeah, you can see the alignment is just messing up. I don't know why this thing is just happening, like how this thing is just happening, but Docusaurus supports React and JSX file, and this is also a React app, but it's working perfectly fine. Even the Chrome dev tools, we can, if you change from like mobile views or tablet views, it's working fine. So I don't know why when we just implement into Docusaurus, this thing is coming up. You can see, but our React app is working perfectly fine in all the local hosts. So when we just implement it, like in the Dockersaurus, this thing we are just getting. So if anyone knows, like any help would be appreciated. So thank you.
I think what's the need of using JSX? Like you can use MDX, or also I won't suggest to make a separate React app, because it might be difficult for to integrate in Dockersaurus. Let's have a whole Dockersaurus site only. In that only you implement your all the works. Like it will be easy mode. Like, because it might be in the future, you never know. Like you have done so much work. Like it's very nice, but it might be like when you integrate in Dockersaurus, because you are using as of now a new React app. Like I guess create a new React app.
Yeah.
So might be like you have done so much work, so it might be like some conflict will happen when you integrate in React, because in Dockersaurus, because in Dockersaurus is like it's a documentation website, like just like you can use MDX and do your things and all. So I would suggest what you can do now. Like obviously in this React tab you have used components and all, so your separate CSS and all. I guess so.
Yeah, SAS, yes.
Yeah, so you can put that CSS inside that static. I guess in Dockersaurus the folder is static. I guess in that custom CSS would, I think static in static folder, and all the images and all the assets and all are there, and CSS also I think inside that only. So custom CSS would be there, so you can add your CSS and change the config file so that you can load your CSS also. You can name the CSS landing the CSS or some name. And try to.
Go on.
Yeah, so I would suggest try to use that site only, like what we have vchatty.org. I won't suggest to make a separate React app, because we have to do in our Dockersaurus only, like in Dockersaurus React app. So something might happen, like so this error, I think this because of this only, because of separate, because you are integrating that again the React things, a new React thing to Dockersaurus, which is also React in inbuilt that documentation website based on React. So it might like so you have to see the like folder structure only also, like it might be like in React app what you have created, it might be some XYZ folder, what CSS and all, but in Dockersaurus it has to be static only. It might happen it is not loading the images. You never know, like you can check inspect and also
it's okay, it's loading the images. Yeah, these images you can see it's a different problem. Okay, so but you can see these images are loading. So as you said, we have just made a separate sandbox container, and this is a page, and we have loaded our separate CSS, like custom CSS, as you said. But the thing
so
go on.
So this you have created JSX.
Make sure that you are using correct image path.
Yeah, the image. Okay. I didn't talk about the image. I am just talking about the alignment over here. Yeah, this is the local host, and this is the React app. It's perfect. Okay, so when I just integrate this same JSX file into Dockersaurus as a separate page or as an index of JSX, you can see the alignment is missing. See, we have two scroll balls. See, I don't know why.
You know what? I guess you know what is happening. Because it might be case that the CSS class name, it might be conflicting with the older names. It might be like if I name as a XYZ, and we already have a CSS on Dockersaurus site some XYZ name. So might be it might be conflicting. That's why it's not aligned. Yeah. So it might happen. So you have to check what we have named that CSS. That's why I told you, work on what we have Dockersaurus site, because I think that's there is a separate CSS for that. And you also create a CSS, so you have to check it's not duplicating like class name, like you have a CSS dot thing. So and also you can use MDX, like you can MDX is like another version of MD, like markdowns. In that you can embed components and all. You can see the overview. So you can see the polyglot section. We have a overview.md. So someone or like I only created a MDX file of that because I want to highlight something. So to highlight, we have to export what we have to put the components and all. So you can use components only in MDX. So one thing, do this. See the CSS. I guess that's only the problem. I guess integration and all might be duplicating two like names would be there. So it is importing different.
What you said is right, but as you can see in the line 2, we have only imported a single CSS file. Can you see that, like from the landing page module CSS? That's the only CSS file we are just using over here.
Yeah, so but you are using this your React app, not this is not our that Docusaurus site what we have with Chatty.
But we have cloned the Docker source, exact Docker source container, like what Docker source is using, and we have made
Oh,
it
okay.
changes. Yeah,
Are you
you
using
can see.
Docker?
Yeah, this is a sandbox environment. We have cloned the fork the Docker source container. Like we
Where
have.
you go? Oh, okay, do we have Docusaurus? Okay, okay. No, but you are cloned that Docusaurus container too. But like what we have in VChatty, we have that
Different.
edited that Docusaurus site, I guess. We
Yeah,
have
we
to
have.
clone. Yeah, so you are using that pure Docusaurus, but we have edited no, like our repo. So
Yeah,
either you can go. Yeah.
we have edited, but like if you just go and see the code, the Docker source, the VChatty is using the exact Docker source default theme. We have just changed the lines. Like if like for example, if this is Docker source and you can just create an open source website, then in VChatty it's called as an it's open source RPA chatbot makers. So that's the thing. But yeah, in
This
the
will
code,
be like a like as of now, I don't think we have a Docker file and all in our the Docusaurus website, vchatty.org. I
okay.
think we don't have any Docker stuff, and also even if your this walk is fine, even it works, it I think that will be a very huge change. I don't think it's very huge change. Like we have to make another Docker file and all setup and all for our vchatty that repo thing. It's better you clone the that Docusaurus site only, and in that only you embed your all the walks and all. You can do easily. You don't have to create a separate React app, and also don't
Yeah,
have to use the containers and all like Docusaurus stuff and all. It's like overkill.
yeah, it's like okay. I just accept on your statement. But what I'm just trying to say is that we didn't create any subtract React app. It's just a normal JSX file. Even it has lots of code, but I think Docker Service supports React as well. So
Yeah, obviously because it's based on React. It's made above on React.
yeah, but I don't like can just get my point. Like we have just inputted like only a single JSX file and a corresponding CSS, but I just don't know why this thing is happening.
Yeah, just clone that repo thing what we have vchatty.org.
Yeah.
And
okay.
yeah, all we have a component folder. So in vchatty also you can see a component there. I guess so.
Component
We
folder.
have
Yeah. Yes,
so
yes.
put your components there, put your CSS, and the pages you can put in the docs site. Docs we have now, like docs. Yeah. So you can put all the docs and all images will be go to static thing what we have in repo, and all this JSX will be changed to MDX. That's it.
Okay, then like I want to import into index.tsx file, right? To make it as a landing page. So only if you just type www.
No, so that would be
yeah.
for that vchatty repo. It would be not be indexed because what index when we open an index there that logo will come that dinosaur logo. I don't think because your landing page is according to docs, not the whole landing vchatty.org/docs. It would be landing page now. Like you can open your that vchatty site. Yeah, so when we open a vchatty site, you are working on that docs landing page, not the vchatty the main
no,
yeah page,
we are just changing the same the vchatty main landing page. Like for example, vchatty, if you just type the new landing page will should come.
Okay, this landing page only working. I thought okay. So yeah, so
not the docs.
So in that okay, got it. So yeah, so we have this index.js file inside src folder. You can go to repo, GitHub repo of that.
Okay. Like you want to go you want to
go to the repo, click on the GitHub.
Okay.
I think that in there only. Okay. You can see okay, you can go to the Docusaurus. And src and index of
index of TypeScript file. Yeah, it's in TypeScript file.
Okay, we have a TypeScript. Yeah, so this
it's
go to pages.
Index of JSX.
Yeah. So inside that you can put your things. It might be some conflict will happen because this is in TypeScript. So that JS something like I don't know how JSON works, but you can debug that thing. So you can put your things inside that. And yeah, you can import and also in you have components and all. Now you have to put that also because you want to load that things and also CSS also.
Yes,
So you
yes.
can put the all CSS to there. You can see import styles dot this CSS there. You can add your CSS also, landing dot that stuff and all.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
yeah,
did.
so yeah, you can this way you can do.
Okay, okay. I'll just do it and check it out. Like it's working or not. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
So Rohitesh, I think I just asked my question. So
Yeah. Can I share my screen again?
yeah.
Thank you. There's a new comment. Can you help the three of us regarding the open collective payment error? For these stipends, please follow whatever open collective representative says, as I don't have the best advice for that. Speaking on a personal note, I am using my old established Pioneer account for receiving payments. I haven't received them yet, but I think Pioneer should work, as they only asked me to uh, add my Pioneer account details.
Okay, are you using the last one, the Gshot account?
Pardon?
Are you using the last what we created your Gshot account like last time? Are you using that Pioneer that thing?
I am using that Pioneer account.
Oh, okay, I thought. Okay, wait. By the way, can you convey this thing to Johan? I guess because the pending is declined because of KYC. I talked to the PayPal and they told contact your sender who was sending. So as of now, we have to decline the all. It won't come because we have to cancel it and make a new expense again.
Hi,
Because now,
Raju. I was also having the same issue, but once I just confirm my mail, I just went and just you know Alina, like she's the one who is accepting. You just proceeding with the payment. So I just went and commented in my technical thing. So again, I just got a payment. So I was just facing the same issue you are facing 3 days ago. So for me, it came
oh,
like yeah. So have your PayPal? Like what are you using?
yeah.
Is it a
Okay, so
business
what
or personal account?
normal personal?
Yeah, so first you should convert into business account like Arnab did today.
Oh,
Like Arnab is converted into business account. Only business account can receive payments. Like personal account only we can send payments. Only business account can receive payments.
oh
Okay.
yeah. By the way, we can. I will
Yeah,
contact you in DM. It might be like
yeah,
Rohitesh might be time consuming for that
yeah.
meeting.
Sure. I'll just DM you. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, I think we are done for the day.
Yeah.
Let's take a group photo. Thanks for attending the meet. Good night.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay.